Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Some fortnight ago, some lawmakers, that's House of Representative members, staged a walkout during their plenary over what the Deputy Speaker made. In fact, the lawmaker representing Bonny Degema Federal Constituency of Rivers State, Cyril Hart, as that on Tuesday, accused the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kallo, of sidelining new legislatures during debate. Of course, many Nigerians reacted to this, but right now, as we speak, there is quite a lot of drama unfolding right now. It has committed to something very interesting. In fact, tensions are rising in the House of Rep now. A major conflict is brewing in the House of Representatives over 150 first-term members are rallying against the current House leadership, accusing them of marginalization and exclusion from key legislative activities. Now, it was learned that the discontented lawmakers have formed a pressure group named Novity Group to push their agenda. Now, although the initial meeting was scheduled for yesterday, yesterday evening in Abuja, it was postponed due to the death of Honorable Olaide Adewale Akinremi, a member representing Ibadan North Federal Constituency of Oyo State under the All Progressive Congress (APC). Now, a source within the group revealed that a new meeting date will be announced following the mourning period for the late lawmaker. Now, an influential APC member from the South region is reportedly spearheading the group's activities. The membership of the Novity Group is rapidly expanding, encompassing representatives from 8 political parties across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones. And the group's formation is driven by frustration over the House's perceived subservience to the presidency, particularly in the swift passage of executive bills and other directives without thorough legislative scrutiny. A member of the group who spoke on the condition of anonymity criticized Speaker Tajuddin Abbas for not accepting the House's independence and yielding too readily to presidential influence. Now, this dissatisfaction extends to Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kallo, House Leader Julius Ohovere, and Minority Leader Kingsley Chinda, with some members contemplating their impeachment. Now, first-time members are also disgruntled, with committee chairpersons accusing them of excluding deputies and other members from oversight functions and benefits. They plan to advocate for a restructuring of House committees to address these issues. Now, the Novity Group is committed to addressing these grievances, aiming to reshape the House internal dynamics and ensure fairer representation and participation for all members. In response to these developments, House spokesman and chairman of the House Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Honorable Akin Rotimi Jr., claimed no knowledge of the splinter group, but acknowledged the formation of various groups that advance common interests within the legislative process. He emphasized that the House leadership remains committed to inclusive governance, ensuring that all representatives, including first-term lawmakers, have their voices heard. Wow, this is coming quite an interesting times, I must say. And if you ask me, I think the executive arm also should be worried. But that's most of the problem Nigerians have been complaining about, insisting that the legislative arm happened to be an extensive part of the executive arm, and which it shouldn't be. My colleague is in the house, and this is really interesting. From first timer to Novity Group, and who knows, impeachment will be coming in. What's your take on all this drama coming up?
Well, this is expected, and one of the things that happen in Nigeria, not just Nigeria, not even in politics alone, but in other subset of the society, had been the issue of status quo. What most people have held for a long time. If you come in and you're trying to change it, it would take so much force for that to happen. Don't forget, if they are able to secure the support of more than 150, 150 lawmakers, honorable members. The honorable house is, I think, Green Chamber is about 360 members that are there. So if they are able to secure 150, then they've gone an extra mile, which means these guys are just left with maybe 190 or so. But then we have to understand that democracy is government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And be that as it may, it's important for inclusivity to come in, whether someone is new or not in any house. As far as he had been given the right to represent his constituency, he should be given an opportunity to be involved in every form of decision making, not only in the committees alone. Because sometimes, if this kind of thing is being raised, the first thing will be, have we not made you a member of different committees and all of that? Some of you are even chairman of some committees and all of that. But come on, these guys, they want to talk, because if they have been sent in as representative from their constituency, it means they have the capacity to represent the people. So whether the issue concerns them or concern any other constituency, as far as it has to do with Nigeria, they have the full right, to aid their mind. And you've got to, make mention of their name and watch them respond. And you see, if they go beyond the bounds, you correct them. You understand? But for you to say, because they are first timer, they are being treated as second-class lawmakers, sometimes it's provoking. But then don't forget that these have been the status quo that they made. And you've got to fight more before you are granted such an opportunity. But let's see how it goes. On the issue of possible impeachment of the leader of House of Representatives, it takes a process for that to happen. And before such can happen, the president must fully be in the know.
But that doesn't concern the president. That's another arm entirely.
As much as it doesn't concern the president, don't forget that the president, before any election or before anyone is appointed at the greenhouse or the red, or that's green chamber or the red chamber, the president must fully be in the know that the person is working in sync with his government. Is one person that will align with all the government policies that will be
exactly what they're trying to fight against.
And it's not going to be an easy fight. Don't forget that all of this that is going on, the max you can go through with it is just period of 3 years, and they'll stand against it as much as possible. And let's see how you're going to win the next election and come and represent your people, because they're going to fight to make sure that such opportunity is not given to you. So Nigeria is becoming very interesting, I must say. But however, one needs to be very smart in handling this issue so that you don't end up fighting with the government.
Well, that's going to wrap it up. We could actually go on and on, but I do believe one thing is certain. As some of these new lawmakers want their presence felt, their constituency brought them in not to begin to tell stories, because they have one time to prove their point. Because if they do not prove it well this time, they may likely not get a re-election. And the best way to do it is now. Even if, unfortunately, the leadership in the Green Chamber is not giving them opportunity to really express themselves, then they have no other option but to look for an alternative. And to think that someone from APC is championing this as food for thought. Let's put to that conversation. What's your take? Have a nice day.
Global happenings today. We communicate.